Board of Inquiry, General Magalong, do you confirm na mayroon pong civilian na namatay, na-injure? Hanapan din natin ng hustisya itong mga civilian po.
Tama po kayo, Your Honor. Meron po kami nababalitaan and we're still confirming it. In fact, we have already directed our CIDG regional office to validate the information and get the identity of those.
You have no number?
Wala pa po. Sa ngayon ho, ang nalalaman po lang po namin is 4 po yung civilian namatay.
CHR, Chairperson Rosales, I read that you also went to the area, and do you confirm that there were civilian casualties?
Yes, Your Honor. There were 5, as listed down but of course, it will still have to be verified. That's true.
So let us assume that there are civilian casualties. How do we give justice to the civilian casualties? Secretary of Justice, do we have a law in place to give compensation to civilian casualties as a result of a lawful government operation? Not to their and their deaths are not due to their own faults?
There is no law on that. I'm trying to recall. What we have is the Board of Claims with the DOJ, and the Board of Claims apply in case of wrongful prosecution.
I'm not expecting an
Yes.
accurate answer now, but can you study? Can you ask your people to study?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because we have also to consider these civilian
But of course,
casualties.
we can always apply our general law in the civil code, and then there's, there are damages done, and of course death and physical injuries.
But is there a ang tanong ko, is there a government program in place where these people or the families of these victims can run to and ask for assistance? Pag-aralan po natin.
Yes.
Apa.
Yes.
And then, ang isa ko pong gustong pag-aralan ninyo, unless masagot nyo na ngayon, meron bang liability yung mga bibili ng armas na binibenta na galing po sa ating mga SAF forces?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which, ano pong liabilities po nito mga bibili ng mga armas na yan? Gaano po
sa
kabigat
fencing.
ang kanilang penalty?
I don't know the penalty, but we can apply always the provision on the anti-fencing law, etc. And then we have
If we need to study this, or if General Espina has an answer, can we announce this publicly? That those people who are interested in buying those firearms of our SAP people will face the full force of our criminal laws?
Sir, if you possess that firearm that doesn't belong to you, that is illegal possession of firearm. Tapos sa 10591, hindi po pwede mag-possess ng mahaba ang civilian. Kakasuhan po namin yan whenever we catch them.
So at least 2 laws are being violated,
Yes.
no? At least 2 laws, and you can still research and then add, no? So let this be a warning, no? Let this be a warning to all of those who are, gun aficionados or gun collectors or just interested in owning these guns. Na buying these firearms or even getting them for free is against the law. Now, General Espina, can you describe to us what is SAF? What is the relationship of SAF? What is the relationship of SAF to the rest of the PNP?
It is one of our specialized operating units, sir. Ang kanyang specialty, sir, or specialization are yung mga special operations, counterinsurgency, internal security operations.
Is it autonomous, semi-autonomous?
No, sir, it's not autonomous.
So lahat ng kilos ng SAF, alam dapat ng headquarters?
Yes, sir. They are directly under the Director for Operation, which is its immediate supervisor.
So for example, itong operation sa Mama Sapano noong January, may gastos doon, di ba? Is the SAF autonomous as far as their budget is concerned?
No, sir.
They hold their money, they spend it, or they request for money?
They derive their funds from the command, yun, sir. They don't have an autonomous money or funds.
How was this funded, this operation?
That's the question yesterday, sir, which I think he could answer.
Police Director Peñas?
Yes, Your Honor, the The operations was funded from the regular maintenance and operating expenses of the Special Action Force. We receive a monthly maintenance maintenance and operating expenses, Your Honor.
So you did not make any special request anymore for this operation?
No, Your
to
Honor.
to give headquarters a hint that something big is going to happen? Walang
No,
ganon?
Your Honor, the funds all came from this PNP Special Action Force. And if I may clarify, Your Honor, if I may read in our police operational procedure, this is in Rule 4, Operational Procedures, Pre-Operational Clearance. No police operation shall be conducted without the approval of the Chief, Commander, Head of the concerned police unit office. A pre-operational clearance shall be filed by the team leader of the operating teams prior to the conduct of the operation and shall be approved by the concerned police unit commander. This clearance shall be submitted to the operations section, the division of the police unit or for records purposes. In this case, it was earlier mentioned already that the Special Action Force is a national support unit and I am the commander of this unit, sir.
What is the significance of that national support unit?
The Special Action Force can conduct operations inherent to its mission. Counterterrorism is an inherent mission of the unit, Your Honor.
Yeah, on your own. Is that how you interpret that? The significance of that phrase? On your own.
At a degree, yes, Your Honor. At a certain degree, Your Honor.
General Espina, because of this incident, are you now going to review this time on target concept and make it clearer or issue regulations to when this can be used and when this should not be used?
Pinakamaganda ho dito, sir, ulitin eh. Ulitin sa lahat ng personnel namin. Meron na po kasi kaming operational procedure and guidelines dito. Like for example, if you move companies, you have to ask permission from the Director of Operations. Ito ho, ang minug dito 400 eh. Dapat po yan kiniklear sa Director for Operations namin for purposes of coordination to everybody. He cannot just move people that much. Eh, paano kung nagkukudeta na yan? May karapatan siya doon. Hindi ho ba, sir, na meron po kaming regulasyon doon eh, na pagpapaalam.
That's very clear. If you move companies, you clear it with the Director of
Yes, sir.
Operations. And yung 400 people, how many companies yun more or less?
Less than 4 full-sized companies, sir.
More
Ang
or
full
less?
size is 120.
So 3, at least, basically 3 plus.
10 companies, sir, ang minub, puro platoon size per company kasi hindi naman iniwan yung in-placer eh. And from different parts of Mindanao. I should have known that. And they know that. They know that, sir. I should have known that you're moving companies.
That kind of movement is in effect moving companies. Although you were moving platoon size groups, pero in spirit you were by number you were actually moving companies. Was that clear, Director Rapenes, yung protocol doon niyo? Is that already clear?
That's clear, Your Honor. That's precisely the reason why in November, in the April and November, we had the operation plan approved by the Chief PNP himself.
Mentioning operation plan, you have a separate operation plan per operation. Tama po ba?
It's the same on the operation plan Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and Terminator 3. It's only the name that is different, but the target and locations are the same, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. This one, this January 25 operation, under what name?
Exodus, Your Honor.
Okay, so this must have a separate operation plan.
Yes, Your Honor. It's all the target, as I've said earlier,
Yeah.
the target and the locations are all the same. The situation in the ground are also is the same.
Parang copy-paste na yon, pero it is a different volume, it is a different title, Oplan Exodus.
Nadagdagan po yung strength ng
Okay.
personnel, Your Honor, doon
Tama.
sa Exodus.
So iba talaga. Iba siya. It's a different plan. Even the dates, ibang dates doon eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this filed? Do you file this beforehand?
Meron po kaming file yan, Your Honor.
But only in your office, never sa Never sa command, sa general.
It's at the Special Action Force, Your Honor, for purposes of security and secrecy, considering the nature of the mission, Your Honor.
Do we already have, Mr. Chair, a copy of the operations plan?
The committee chair informed me earlier that she has a copy. But as the statement yesterday of Senator Honasan, we must first discuss, because this is a matter of security, and we should be very careful in having this made public, because it can compromise.
Sir, I have no plan of divulging the plan. My question is, we have a
copy, and
and is
can
it
be made available to the
also
members.
is it protocol or procedure that after the operations there's an after operations report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do we have a copy, Mr. Chairman, of the after operations report? Or did you file one, General Napeñas?
Let me ask if we could just ask, Your Honor, the officer in charge of the Special Action Force, because I was immediately relieved after the incident, Your Honor.
In your understanding, upon your relief, it's no longer your responsibility, but it's still the responsibility of the unit to come up with an after operations report.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So may we ask, Mr. Chairman, can we direct the question to the proper person?
May we find out if the acting head or commander of SAF is here? General Espina, would you know?
Yes, sir, he's here. No, Litalino.
No, would you know if an after operation report was submitted?
Sir.
Your Honor.
We have a copy, sir. We have a
Yes,
copy.
yes, Your Honor. We
Okay.
just submitted a set of documents this morning.
Yes, we got the copy this morning.
That's all I want to know, that we have a copy. And of course, we can access it. We will not divulge it, the contents to the public, yes. General Napeñas, General Espina, we have signed comprehensive agreements, framework agreement between the GPH and the MILF. I am assuming that the AFP is very familiar with these documents. Is the PNP also familiar with these documents? Do you have an expert within the PNP organization that you can consult as far as these documents are concerned?
Yes, sir, we have, in the person of Director Ed Ingking, focal person po namin in all the, in this peace process.
Oh, at least, I mean,
Yes, sir, we
so we should also safely assume that the PNP is very familiar with the terms of these documents.
Yes, sir, we are.
Okay, the General Napeñas, in the revised joint AFP-PNP operational guidelines, familiar ka po rito, there are two terms, high value target and high priority target. May kaibahan ba yun?
They are all in the same, Your Honor.
And
Yes.
Marwan would be, basta interchangeable yung dalawa.
Yes, Your Honor.
You gave 2 mission updates in Malacanang.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong
And,
dates po?
that was in November 30 and January 9. And if I may clarify, Your Honor, when we went to Malacanang in those 2 occasions, I did not request that we will be the one to provide mission update, but instead, when we provided mission update to Police Director General Purisima, he was the one who brought us all the way to Malacanang to join him. Not the other way around, Your Honor.
Yung December 19, December 23, you were talking about precision-guided bomb.
December 19, coordination po, Your Honor, doon sa GHQ AFP anniversary.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know, the plan, the O-plan that you had in mind there was a precision-guided bomb. O-plan.
Your Honor, if I may just consult my counsel.
Sige, please.
The precision-guided bomb, Your Honor, is something that we cannot just discuss in the open, and may I request that this was discussed in an executive session, Your Honor.
Okay, sige. I understand. No? But, so for the record, when General Purisima arranged the meeting between PNP and AFP, the names being mentioned are Napeñas, Guerrero, Pangilinan. On the part of the PNP, you were the only one who followed, who attended because of the notice from General Purisima.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kasi gusto ko malaman who are the
However,
other.
Your Honor, I would like to clarify also that I cannot remember if Police Senior Superintendent Mendez was able to catch up, but he's supposed to join us, but I cannot remember if he was able to catch up on time, Your Honor.
But I want to know the names of the police officers who followed the instructions of the suspended PNP chief. Para maybe you can ask them why they still followed the instructions from the suspended PNP chief. Anyway, last question na lang, Mr. Chairman, to address to the AFP. Don't we have a quick reaction force always in place, even for extraction?
Your Honors, during the time that we were aware that there was already an ongoing firefight between the SAF and the lawless element in the area, kaya nga po nagkaroon ng 3 recommendation yung brigade commander. And yung pong naipadala nating tropa doon na 6 armored vehicles, a section of Division Recon Company, a team of EOD, yun lamang po ang available force natin during the time. Dahil po ang tropa natin ay nakakalat sa iba't ibang area. Hindi naman po lahat ng division ay nakafocus lang dito sa lugar na ito. We cover 4 provinces. 4 provinces ng buong division. So during that time, yun lang po ang available forces that we can muster. So immediately po is nag-reinforce tayo. At pwede po ba ako magbigay ng paglilinaw kanina? Baka ma-misinterpret po ako doon sa kung pinagsisisihan ko yung desisyon na hindi magpaputok. Gusto ko lang pong linawin na kaya hindi po yun pinaputok dahil kulang po ang informasyon during the time. And kung siguro po ako ay nagpaputok, baka mas marami po tayong pagsisisihan sa mga sandaling ito.
And how was General Katapang? I read a report quoting you that you mobilized for extraction of the people. What was did you have a plan how to do it in spite of the ongoing firefight?
Sir, can I answer because I was the commander in the area? Yun nga po ang ginawa nating pagpaplano. So, ang ginawa po ng brigade commander doon sa area was to call the attention of the leadership of the SAF to join him in his headquarters to plan out the extraction. In fact, it was the brigade commander who asked them to come to the brigade headquarters to plan out for the extraction because we do not know their plan, we do not know their locations, we do not know their targets. So yun po ang mga information na kinakailangan naming gawin o kailangan naming makuha in order for us to provide the necessary reinforcement. At yun po ang kulang during the time.
Well, from the answer, General Pangilinan, you also tapped your regular people, so that means you don't have a quick reaction force even for extraction.
Wala po, dahil hindi
wala
naman po
talaga.
kami nakapagplano ng extraction, dahil
That's
hindi nga po namin alam yung kanilang plano. Siguro po, kung may coordination, probably I could have mustered more troops, I could have requested for aerial support, kung nalaman ko lamang earlier yung kanilang plano.